Welcome back to the channel, Roy Wands. Today is a special day because we're going to be talking about sea moss and all the different benefits of it. I've been taking sea moss for about, I don't know, a couple of years now, but I always switch up to different ones. And we're going to talk about the particular sea moss that we take. And I also have a specific special guest here, which is my friend Brian. And he is a health nut just like me, and has been just dedicating his life to elevating himself, detoxifying himself, and just getting as clean as possible. So I figured this would be the best way to really talk about sea moss with somebody who's just living it like me. So enjoy. Yeah.
Royal Ones, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, and I love to speak about things that are important, that are pragmatic for the human being, and if it does something good for you, amen.
Amen.
That's right. So, here living in the United States of America, we have the standard American diet, which consists of a lot of meats, cheeses, carbohydrates, and alcohol. Right? That's your standard. Fried foods. How do we combat that though? How do we, if we end up sick, if you're eating that and you're not thinking consciously of like, what is the value of your fried chicken?
The value is it tastes good.
How many nutrients, how many minerals are in that? I would like to know.
We don't need to worry about all of that. I just know it tastes really good.
But the thing is just like when we talk about an unbalanced diet, that definitely is unbalanced. So therefore we got to bring ourselves back into balance, into harmony, eating the proper foods. So therefore we decided to talk about sea moss. Very, very important. Sea moss has 92 minerals, but if you combine it with bladderwrack, it becomes 102. So you complete the cycle of the minerals. But here in America, we talk about vitamins and not minerals. I think vitamins are important, but minerals are more essential. They carry fuel. They help the bones. They help you develop. They help the blood. I mean, that's what minerals are supposed to do. It does the right job. So when we think about sea moss, we also have to think about your ecosystem. I'm an ecosystem. I live in an ecosystem. My ecosystem that I create, right, is going to produce good benefits or bad benefits. So my ecosystem that I decided to add into my system is this, because it's just done amazing things with my mind. It has fed my brain. It has fed my digestive tract, and not only that, it has also removed a lot of mucus out of my system, a lot of impurities that I don't need. Okay, so
this is now, because this is all anecdotal right now. Mm-hmm. So this is all your own personal experience.
This is all from my personal experience.
Yeah. And so what is some of the scientific benefits? Because I know it helps aid in digestion. It helps build your immune system. It helps with your sex drive. That's why they have the Irish moss, sea moss, pretty much the same thing. And a lot of people in the islands actually use it to actually help with their sex drive. A lot of the women make special drinks for their men.
Yeah, not only that, but also women use sea moss to douche with it as well.
They douche it with sea moss?
Yeah, they douche with sea moss.
That's interesting.
I've been reading on sea moss the pragmatic ways of using it, and that is one of the greatest ways. Not only that, but there's also sea moss introduced into body soaps, which you can take.
Yeah, but that makes sense because it's minerals.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna help exfoliate the skin.
Exfoliate, and at the same time, when your pores are open, you absorb
right in there.
So that's pretty brilliant, I think. That I haven't tried.
Instead of the toxic poison we usually use in these regular soaps, right?
Yeah, but remember, you also have to use a water filtration system to take a shower. But what's the point if you don't have a water filtration system and you're taking a shower with sea moss?
Yeah, the water filtration system. I have one. You have one.
It's very important, guys. It's not expensive, man. It's like $60 with some filters. It's worth it. It does your skin really good. Ladies, you love your hair. It makes your hair really soft.
If you're talking about that, what's the brand that you use?
I use the I think is WCR, the brand that I'm using. It's a brand that it comes. The maker of it's in Florida. The guy that he's the person that makes it. He's a doctor. So basically, you have to reach out to them by phone or email and let them know where you live. And what they do is they do some research on where the area that you live, and they will let you know which specific filtration system that they will give you for you to use.
Oh, because the more toxin is different toxic levels in different areas.
Since you brought up that topic, right? So Newark, Brick City, here in Newark, New Jersey, it's about a few miles down the road. So
what's a few miles from the road?
Newark, New Jersey,
Okay.
right? Newark.
Yeah.
And they're having a problem with their water. I mean, we all have a problem.
Yeah. All of us.
All of us. They're
Yeah.
calling that the new Flint. But
Really?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes. How could that possibly be when you have like all these huge corporations in downtown Newark who own most of downtown Newark, who have developed most of downtown Newark, and you mean to tell me you're not going to change them pipes? You're not. Obviously, then they don't care.
No, I don't think that's an issue. I don't think there's a real concern with water, because everywhere you go, people say, "Oh, this water is the best." I think it's just some advertising, marketing schemes to say New York water is the best. And I go, but I don't even understand how that's possible when I see my grandparents turn on the water and it always came out yellow.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'll go to other friends' house and it'll be this foggy mist coming out their water. So it's like, what is that? It's some kind of brainwash, because I don't trust the water and it tastes and smells toxic. And I think the reason a lot of us don't taste the difference or smell it is because of the toxicity level within us.
Yeah, it blocks your nose. Like you can't really smell it. The senses of your nose. That's your taste buds are not pure, are not really like sensitive. So chemicals can do that. I mean, in the water there's chemicals, right? There's biofuel in the water, and the EPA wants to allow more biofuel to go in the water.
Wait. You gotta push the brakes on that. Biofuel in the water.
Yes.
Biofuel
Yes.
in the water.
Yes.
And how did it get there? How long it's been there?
Think about it. It's a lot of airplanes that fly, right? There's a lot of airplanes that work for the government spreading these things in the air.
Oh, like the chemtrails.
Like the
and stuff
chemtrails.
like that, yeah.
Not only that, but there's also factories,
But that makes sense. The planes fly over and it is leaking whatever that fumes is. That the fumes are even. I read a document that said the fumes are in mother's breast milk. But it makes sense if we all breathing it, and it's hundreds and thousands of planes always flying over you every day. So we have to be absorbing and putting stuff in our bodies. So it would make sense that it would be in the water, because if it's over the water, it has to seep in somehow.
And also remember, agriculture, everything ends up in the ocean.
Yeah.
Agriculture uses the most water in the United States, right? It's a lot of waste.
Yeah.
So all that stuff goes in there, gets recycled, and it goes into your faucet, and then people are unconscious of it, open it, and they're drinking it,
It gives me the chills sometimes, like when I'm always running in the park and I see runners and they stop and drink
Yes.
water from the
I don't
thing
get
and stuff.
that. Yeah,
I'm like, man, you're a runner. What are you doing?
Don't
like,
you know? It's like, yeah.
you're just putting tons of toxins. It's because they believe what people are telling them about the water. I don't think people have the time or something to really research and find out what's the chemicals in it, because it's on a lot of the major sites how toxic and how many chemicals. There's a list of chemicals that's in the tap water.
Well, you want an antidepressant? Drink some
It's
tap
there.
water.
It's there.
Drink some tap water.
Antidepressants, all the chemicals that the
Still
pharmaceutical
good.
drugs that we're taking is being excreted and going in there, and it's not being filtered out because the filtration system is not up to date to filter out all of these chemicals, and then we're just absorbing it again. So it's like we're sedated.
That's exactly.
We're sedated as a population.
So that's why Dr. Seaweed is an instrument for everybody, for the nations. This is going to help us clean ourselves from that. So it's a game. It's a catch-22. The boss poison us. Well, we gotta fight that. We gotta clean ourselves. This guy keeps on throwing stuff on our stuff, but look, man, I'm gonna take this other stuff though.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's this is where we are. This is the true living. This is how it is nowadays. That we have to pay extra money to get some sort of clean food. These are the times that we're living.
And that's a little sad, right? Because everybody necessarily doesn't have that extra money. Because I know sometimes I spend a grip on these products sometimes. Because I'm like you, I try many different things. I'm always ordering something.
Sure.
And if something works, I keep it in stock.
Yeah.
Right? I just make sure that I keep it.
That's stocked up.
I'm just there taking it whenever I need, especially if I feel a little weak, a little whatever the case may be, I'll start taking some of this stuff. And it always boosts me up.
Yep.
You know, sea moss is really great. One of the things that I realized that it helped for me was just my overall well-being. I just felt a lot more peaceful when I took it. And I was like, man, can I really equate this with sea moss? But then I looked at my particular diet and I didn't really change anything besides the sea moss. So that was my own anecdotal experience. Like, okay, this is what I could relate it to, because it's nothing else that I'm doing differently.
I think, the message is that's how we're supposed to be as a human being. We're supposed to be calm, peaceful, and happy.
Well, I mean, not 100% of the time.
No,
because but the majority of the time,
of the time, at least 75%, right? Yeah, because we stumble, it's the way of life, right? It wouldn't be life if there's not a yang. You have to have a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
So, to be realistic, this just makes life so much easier. It inspires me to keep on moving forward with my goals, with my visions, with what I want to do. You know, before it's just like, I think in the food for some reason, it's not even food, it's a drug, man.
I mean, we can't categorize it as a food. A lot of stuff is not food. It has no nutrient.
There's no value to it. It just makes you, it pumps you up. It makes you feel giggly. Yeah. That's a drug. That's not food.
Give me some.
Yo, son, hook me up with that burger or that chicken sandwich to make me giggle. I mean, you know.
But let me say, so I mean, because we're not necessarily down in burgers and stuff like that, because you eat burgers, you eat chicken, but you just have a more organic, clean versions that you go out to purchase, correct?
If I haven't had any in a long time, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, I haven't, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I do. What I do like is sardines.
Mm-hmm. I want
grilled sardines.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna take you to a spot
because I want to eat them.
I'm gonna take you to a spot.
I actually have them in my house, but I don't eat them.
No, I'm gonna take you to a spot and we're gonna eat them. What they do is, like, the way they do it, they grill them on a grill.
They open today. Can we go to that?
Yeah, they're open. We'll go there after we eat. Yeah, we'll go check. The reason for it, bro. Check this out, guys.
I'm starving right now.
Sardines. They swim in the deepest parts of the ocean, and they're the shortest fish that has lived. They only live a few days and they die if they're not eaten.
Really? Mm-hmm. So what's the? I know Gary Knoll eats them. That threw me off. Because Gary Knoll is like a super duper vegetarian or plant-based person.
Yeah.
And he eats sardines. Well, and he's been doing it for 70 years. Look up Gary Knoll, guys.
Yes. Look up Gary Knoll. Yes. He's cool as hell. He is the one who says, if you're going to eat any kind of fish, I would suggest for you to eat a sardine because it has omega fatty acids for the brain and less toxins. Because, like I said, it's like literally sardines don't live more than a few days, and they always are down in the deepest part of the ocean.
That makes sense. That I never knew that neither.
Yeah, so
I always wanted to because I heard him talking about it, and I actually purchased it, and they just stay in my cabinet because I'm like, what do I do with this?
I feed it to my dog, bro. Oh, my dog loves sardines. Ooh, forget about it. He's just like, is that a sardine, Dad? Yeah. I give him a couple snacks a day. Yeah, man, frozen. I mean, it's so good. And not only that, but I just want to clarify something. You know, it's very interesting that I'm a dog lover. I'm a dog trainer. That's what I do for a living. But I also, this year alone, my dog, I took him. He was not feeling good. I took him to the vet. We ran some blood tests on my dog. And when we ran the blood test, I got that they sent me an email from the lab, and they said that my dog is mineral deficient. I'm like, mineral deficient, and now I'm feeding my dog the appropriate species diet, which is a raw food diet for dogs, which which is I feed him tripe, I like raw meats, right? But as you can see, the concentration even on meats that are grass-fed, because he eats organic, it's not fully there. Okay? Therefore, my vet, after I got that, when I took my dog back to him, he's like, this is what you got to give to your dog. And this is called a canine whole body support. Okay? This has the minerals that the dog needs. And I'm going to read you some of the minerals.
Wait, how long has your dog been taking
And now my dog has been on this since like towards the end of June.
So has there been a big improvement?
Oh my God! When you patted him, did you feel his coat?
Yeah.
Feels like a mint.
Yeah,
mint,
it actually did. Nothing came off. There was no fur everywhere or nothing.
Nope. Right.
Yeah.
So he was shedding out. So my dog's coat, it looked like an old rug. He was shedding a lot. And then he started shaking his head. So he also developed an ear infection, which he's never, ever gotten since I rescued my dog. So it tells me the times that we are living as well, because I'm very observant and I'm one-on-one. Nutrition for dogs, nutrition for humans. So I separate, and I'm able, right, as a professional dog trainer, to observe very carefully as well what I feed my dog and keep an eye and see. And at the same time, I learn. And this confirms for humans how important minerals are. When you start taking sea moss, you're gonna have a bad problem. Your hair is going to start growing a lot. You got to go to the barber every week. You're going to have to start cutting your nails every week. And that's a good problem to have.
So sea moss builds your immune system, helps your digestive system, helps your sexual
drive. It heals your skin from psoriasis. If you have any problems with your skin,
and then that's when you're applying it topically, right?
You could also apply it topically if you have a
that's
breakout.
like in a gel, like you get the draw. That's a little.
That's
bit
where
more
you
work.
would put the gel, or you order the gel and put it on.
Yeah, I have read that too.
Yeah. So, what I've been doing is I combine. I usually use the powder or I use the capsules. If I'm in the mornings, if I'm gonna fast intermittently, right? I'm gonna use the caps because during the day it just curbs the hunger, and it just gives me beautiful energy. I'm in peace. I'm focused on what I need to do, and not only that, but like I've seen my relationship with the dogs, and the dogs that I've been training is different. It's different, man.
So when you say that, what do you mean?
It's
Because
at a
dogs
different
are very
level.
sensitive to energy. So you're saying that your energy shifted.
My energy has shifted, right? Because dogs, everything is energy for a dog. Everything is energy, and it is a fact. Everything is energy.
Yeah.
My dog is very sensitive. You know that, to energy.
Yeah.
And I, like most of the things, I'm gonna be honest with you, that I've learned regarding energy and behavior of the human is through a dog.
I remember one time when this was a while ago. I came here and you made me a shake.
Oh yes.
And the shake that you made, it put me in this space where I just felt high and felt I just felt high. And I said, wow, this is amazing. It was a good high though. It wasn't like a mushroom.
No.
It was a good high.
And what happened
and
is
the dog
food high
came to me and laid on the floor right next to me. Because the dog wanted to soak up the energy.
Yeah.
Right? Because they felt it, out of nowhere. The first time I walked in, he was barking. Then as soon as I drank the drink, came and laid down right next to my feet.
He slept right on the side. Yeah, I remember that.
Just to absorb the energy.
So yeah, that is because we are a walking frequencies.
Yeah.
We really are. So therefore, like my job is to a lot of people that have difficult times with their dog. Then my job is to teach you. First, I want to see what are you eating and what is your dog eating. Because when you're going to go through my program for your dog, you're going to learn about yourself, about what you need to eat, and what about your dog and what your dog needs to eat. Because I want to build your relationship, help you connect in the level mentally, physically, spiritually, and with a lot of love with your dog. I want you to have that great experience. Many dog owners don't have the full experience of having a pet, having a dog specifically.
They need to have some more sea moss.
Sea moss, man.
It's all about the sea moss. And do you So you take the pills and you take that.
I take.
And you've just been having a fantastic experience with it.
Yeah.
And so you would recommend that.
I highly recommend this. Yes, CMOS. I highly recommend CMOS. You know, it's a life changer. For me personally, I'm gonna speak from my perspective.
Yeah.
For me, it has been a life changing experience. From the day that I started taking it to today, it's just it's what my body needs. It needs that. It kind of like. I just feel like my body's telling me we love you because you're doing the right by us.
Well, I gotta listen to my body see if my body telling me they love me, because I've been taking it too.
But it's just like
and we've been taking the same brand, which it is really good. I just throw it in my shakes. You know what I mean? That's how I do it because most of the time I make shakes in the morning.
Dude, the first time you told me you were boiling water.
Oh yeah, and taking it raw.
Raw like that?
But
I was like, oh, that's a different level.
The rawness is actually better. It's just the timing. Because I prefer to drink it because I'll get used to anything. As long as it's doing me good, I don't care.
Right, it's true.
I'll adapt to the taste and I want it to be as simple as possible. I just want to get it in so I can move on with my life. You know, because that's all this stuff is really about. It's about allowing us to be able to have the strength, the vitality, the clarity of mind to be able to create the reality that we want. That's what all the health stuff is really about.
Yeah, it's about feeling good, being happy, you know, and not only that, but also blessing others with the knowledge, with letting them know. I'm like, why is your skin so shiny? Did you dye your hair that salt and pepper? I'm like, me? I don't dye my hair. It's like so shiny. It's like you got it. No, it's natural.
It's so shiny.
Yeah, it's like natural. Like try some CMOS.
Baby, you gotta get your CMOS.
Get your CMOS on, and you see your hair shine and your skin shines. You know.
Byron, it's all good. I wanna give you some dap for that, and thank you
man.
for hooking up the audience, man.
Thank you.
We just sharing our experience with y'all for the CMOS and see if y'all can, get exposed to it. See if it can benefit you. It's not expensive, it's relatively cheap, and it lasts about a month. Yeah. So you can find the brand that works for you. Try to get somebody who's reputable, because the last thing you want to do is have a lot of toxicity in the CMOS. Then you're defeating the purpose. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.